we have seen that the philosophy of the Demings, and we have seen in this slide what is the aim and purpose of the organization where you are working, and you have to give some sort of importance for the inspection team, and they are not point out you, and they are guiding you in a better way of manufacturing of the product, innovations, innovative way of leadership, and the principles of the divide to accomplish by the particular task. So, like that, last class we had a brief introduction about by this Deming's philosophy. Now, this class also, I would like to continue and talk on the Deming's philosophy. That is that optimize the efforts of the teams. In any organization, you must be know that the organization is a combination of the different kinds of teams, and every team will have a unique kind of features. Example like production department, the entire staff will have one kind of skill. HR department, finance department, sales and marketing department, R&D department, quality control. So everybody will have unique quality and unique different kinds of skills, abilities. When it comes to the moment of they are joining into the organization, we are using that the multiple skills of the each and every employee, and relatively we are seeing the success of the organization. So the staff members, they need to contribute their maximum efficiency for the grand success of the organizational aspects. Next, we need to eliminate the exaggeration of the workforces. So mostly the managements are so crooked sometimes, and they are working on aim or the target basis. They will give the least priority for the employees' welfare and the concern aspects. I'm paying salaries for the employees, so I want to get maximum efficiency from them. If they're unable to perform, I will just send them out. It is just like a rock, solid rock, how it will be stagnant. The management will have concern on you in the same phenomenon. I'm paying you, I need to get work from you. Whether your personal issues or professional issues and work related, what are the problems are there, I'm going to be least bothered. I have given you task, you need to be complete the task. I don't want to hear about any kind of explanations from the other kind of employees or by the teams. That we need to be eliminated. And also we need to be eliminate another important point, that is numerical quotas. This is very familiarly called as a targets of the employee. Every employee we are giving certain targets, so you need to be work according to this target. If you are unable to reach the target, then I don't want you. Especially we are seeing the concept of sales and marketing department. So salesman salary will be depending on that, how many products you are selling in the last month. Last month, I have given you a target of to sell at least 100 units. Now you sold only 40 or 50 units. Then what sales manager will do before giving the salary? He will call you and he will scold you like anything. Badly he will speak. So that what he is thinking, like at least you will be influenced or by the positive direction that you will meet the target by the next month. But because of this, what it will happen is mentally the employees will be sick. They will feel like frustrated. So are they considering me as a staff or a slave? So this kind of numerical codes we need to be eliminated at the workstation. We need to provide a peaceful environment, a friendly environment, so that only we can expect maximum rate of contribution from the employees. Next point, remove the barriers. So what kind of barriers? They were talking about unlawful forces. As per the law, you need to be work, and whatever the context or whatever the laws they have given for the according to Companies Act 1956 and the Amendmented Act, what are the facilities are to be getting by the employees, we need to be provided. But so far, how many companies are providing these kind of facilities for their employees, and how they are sustaining, and all these things also compulsory to be noticed by the management. But how far they are noticing and how far they are monitoring, we don't know. So if in case any employee found that management is encouraging unlawful forces, unlawful activities at the organization, they will have power to inform to higher officials or government related agencies to take necessary actions on them. And the last button, which is going to be talking on that, encourage the education and self improvement. This is a common goal where we can able to find out from the years and years the government was insisting. Everybody their right to go for the basic school education by at least. So if you have a basic education, you will acquire knowledge, you will improve yourself, you will able to find out yourself in a best and foremost position. Self improvement, like whatever the task assigned by the management and relatively how effectively you are working, is that required any kind of additional training facilities for the employees, then the training also will be provided by the institutions to the concerned authorities, concerned staff. They will identify, and these are the employees are to be required training. So this is a positive one. But the problem is negatively or intentionally, this training is really benefit for unskilled or semi-skilled people. We won't provide to them. Being a partiality at the department, I'm only getting all these benefits. I won't encourage anybody to participate. So ultimately, what will happen? Unskilled people or semi-skilled people are just like that. They will be working. They don't have any kind of improvement for them. So we need to take an immediate action on them. So you just observe. The Deming is not only to talk about the work related, what are the elements, components are there, and those elements also he is going to make it as a strong. Nowadays, we are also find out many government offices or many other places, the people are completing just their plus two or degree, they are joining to the job. Once they settle the job, now they understood, okay, this is the right job for me, and relatively they are going for further education. Because I found that in MBA courses also, last 3 years, 4 or 5 army colonels are they joined and they got their MBA degree. Earlier, they are like you, BTech mechanical, civil CSC, and this kind of background. Now, for the sake of their promotion or improvement for them, they joined MBA program and they got their degree. So these kind of improvement schemes also we need to be provided. So because of this value addition, their skills will increase, their knowledge levels will be increased. That is benefit for the company. So in that way, they are taking positive directions and actions for the last one, responsibility of management to accomplish the all transformations, all the information. Whatever you have done, all the information you need to be execute, you need to show it to the each and every employee. That is why in law they will call it as transparency. Whatever work you have done, relatively you need to prove that yes, these are the documents. I hope you might be heard about RTI Act. Anybody have heard this word? Right to Information Act? Anybody?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. So this is one of the powerful weapon which is having by the everybody's hand. Mostly the government institutions, what they will do, whatever they have done, they won't show information to anyone. But now RTI Act was established 2003 and that was implementing in 2005. According to this act, what is the power in your hand is any government sector, including Chief Justice, Prime Minister office. If you want any information, you just pay 10 rupees, you can get Xerox copies of those documents. Until otherwise, where it is going to be defense or some sort of confidential information, they won't reveal. But other than 95 percentage of any department, any information, if you are going to be required, by paying 10 rupees or 50 rupees, you will get the information from the any government institutions. That is the power of RTI Act, Right to Information Act. So this is last 10 years, everybody, they are very familiar and using about this RTI Act. Even I myself also used about this RTI is one of the weapon in my hand. For example, now you can find out the now DMK government. Example I'm telling you, and the DMK government was saying like we are providing free housing facilities for poor people who are located in Chennai or by the district. So DMK government is saying like we are providing free housing facilities for the 10 lakh peoples in Chennai. They constructed, they have given free housing facilities for the 10 lakh people. Now you are thinking there is some sort of scam. There is some sort of scam. Now you are asking government, I want to know that who are the 10 lakhs people, their name, their detailed address with the mobile number. If you ask through the RTI, then definitely RTI will provide you the information. 10 lakh people data will give it to you. So that is the power of the RTI. If in case if you found any information, false information, wrong information, you can file a case against the DMK government at Supreme Court level also. That is the power of the RTI. So management, they should be very clear on that. All the tasks, whatever they completed, they need to be keep it as a transformation. Otherwise, anybody can go to the court against the company. Next, they were talking about another important thing is customer satisfaction. This is an ultimate thing. Whatever the company, whether it is software company or by the manufacturing company, production, whatever it is, whatever product you are producing, whatever services you are providing, that is an ultimate goal of to satisfy your customers. Now you are an IT employee, you are giving that a new software and somebody has to be use the software. Otherwise, what is the use of the software? So who is going to use? He may be a banking software or banker, or the software can be used by the regular people in the name of app. So somebody should be required to use about your product. So customer satisfaction also we are considering as one of the important aspect we need to be provided for each and everyone. If they are not satisfied about what you are providing, and then which is going to be like a big headache for the entire organizations. So the companies are all the time they will follow that very good products we need to provide for them. Next, another important weapon in the hands of customers. So I don't know how many of you have this experience. Whatever a regular product, whenever you bought, I don't know how many of you noticed it that somewhere they will mention about where the product was manufactured. Manufacturing company, address, toll-free number, and as well as email ID, they will give it to us. Have you tried at any time when you are not satisfied about those products? Have you called to those people? Have you sent any kind of mail to them? Anybody has done this one? Mostly we won't do. So what we will do is directly we'll go to the shop. We will inform to him the product is waste or this is not at all working. we will scold the particular shopper or the salesman. But another important right we are having is on the product, you can find out the toll-free number and mail ID. You can call them, you can mail them, you can give feedback about your product. That is going to be called as customer complaints. So customer they won't aware or they won't give much more importance on the concept of to encourage about complaints. So by that time you need to be understand very clearly that customers are having some sort of problems. They are unable to give their feedback. So what I can do, I can approach to them by directly. For that, I'm going to use a tool called as investigation. This term is very popular in police department. So police department, what they will do? An example like somebody was murdered, Mr. X. So immediately police department will go. So police department, what they will do? They will start to collect the clues against the how this murder was happened, who involved, who are all the suspects, and they will try to find out the clues with the help of investigation. So in the investigation, they will found that different information about the incident. Now here also the same situation. In the investigation, for what? Customer experiences. So you are customer of my company and we are selling different kinds of products. Now are you happy with our products or not? So whether that is a positive, negative, or sometimes neutral also. But you need to be collect information against to the product. Second one, develop the procedure for complaint resolution. Everybody will make sure easy to give the complaint against to anybody. But how effectively you are resolving the issues of the people, that is an important thing. This is very popularly called as complaint redressal system. So in the complaint redressal system will be appointed by a senior level executive. What they will do is they will receive the complaint. So what are the genuine complaints he will be identified. So genuine complaints relatively he will inform to the concerned authorities to take necessary actions. Like it is a mistake of the manufacturer only or by the company side only. I can able to provide you money back to your account or replacement of the product, or if you require any kind of repairs or modification in the product, definitely we will do it. So this kind of empowerment also to be required. We need to be encouraged to the all the buyers. If you are not doing like this, what will happen? Definitely next time no customer is showing that interest to buy your products. That is ultimate loss for you only. After realizing about much more complaints we are getting from the specified shop or by the specified products or by the specified batch of production, relatively what they will do is they will try to conduct many more inspections very frequently in the particular plant. Nowadays, even you can take an example like your institutions, TCS, Wipro, they are having all over the globe n number of branches. But they will also normally have a normal investigation like these are the branches are very frequently we are getting many more orders and the profits are very high in India Chennai branch. So how they are getting projects and how the team members are effectively they are working. What is the best policy which are following by the Chennai branch? The team will come and they will do that inspection. They will take the good things of the Chennai branch and they will inform to the all over the globe. So this is a real-time phenomena which was following by the Chennai branch and they are entering by the very good profits. So I request you to follow by the same thing so that we are getting by the much more returns. So by inspections also you can find out black and white. negatives, and as well as the best practices of the institutions. Continuation of that, customer satisfaction measure. This is a difficult task to justify or to measure about by the satisfaction level of the people, because satisfaction is going to be differ from person to person. Same faculty, same lecture, same material, but when it comes to the examination point of view, every student will get different results. So the customer satisfaction, which is going to be one of the difficult tasks to measure, but companies are they are trying to attempt. They made an attempt to satisfy the needs of the people and to observing about maximum. What best they can do, they will do it, and the rest they will leave it to the God. From their side, they should not say like we are not worried. So once the moment the complaint cell, when they receive that complaints and relatively what is the solution they have given, all these solutions they need to be list out or by the note it down. These are the most frequent problems which are all getting by the people, and relatively this is the solution we are giving, and those things we are going to keep it as a database, because in future any problems comes we are going to be trace out. That is the reason whenever you are giving a complaint, you will be getting transaction number or some kind of number you will be getting. The moment you says the number, immediately the inquiry team will be observing that okay, these are the things of mistake or wrong from my side, and definitely we will do the best services for you. And another point also, they will do that monthly complaint report. So in the whole monthly complaint report, last month how many complaints we received, and this month complaints are increasing or decreasing, increasing. That means the entire production is not up to the mark. Complaints usually we are getting, but that is one or two. But these are the regular complaints, and every month the complaint rate is going to be increasing. Means sales or production, marketing, and all departments are they are not paying by the proper attention. That is the reason the complaint rate is increasing. So this is a one kind of signal. Company has to be focusing on everything. Customer expectation before the hand. So most of the time, before you are issuing any products to them, you should be know very clearly. Yes, these are the products definitely will be fulfill the needs of the people. So the moment you are thinking in the place of the customer, if I provide these things, I can get best from him. So that is also kind of attractive factor for us. So if you resolve all the issues, you are receiving all the complaints from the customers, what will happen later? Later, it will happen like customer retention. In the point of the customer retention, for example, what is meant by this customer retention? I will give you a brief introduction. Customer retention means you should retain me. I am buying one product of your company. Tomorrow, I won't buy your company product. Why? Because your product is not good. This is opposite. Positive way customer retention means you are a company, I am the regular buyer. I am buying product of your company by yesterday, today, tomorrow, next year, next 5 years also I am going to buy your company product only. That means customer is called as a retained customer. Customer is happy about our product, so that we are retaining him. We are continuing with the best services. Even when the subject called HR, human resource management, employee retention. So employee retention means you are joined in one company, you worked for 3 months and you resigned your job, you went to some other company. But in the company, the some employees they were working for more than 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years also. So more than 30 years, how many employees are working? More than 1,000 employees. That means we can understand the company is a very good company. If you are having enough caliber, company will retain you. So same phenomena, customer also will have a trust on you. You are a very good company, so I'm going to buy your product on you. As of now in India, Colgate toothpaste. Colgate company was a well-established company, as we know, and many people, generation to generation, they are using Colgate toothpaste. So Colgate toothpaste, we can say like they are having very good rate of customer retention. Very frequently, every time people are showing interest to buy about the Colgate toothpaste. Okay, guys, and this is the brief introduction about the Deming's principle and the brief introduction about